That guys, 104.5 The Team, our good friend Brian, the closer Mariano, joining us right now. Brian, we bill you as a horse racing expert because of the paddock pass. Well, it just sounds better than gambling degenerate on the air.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
See, here's the thing. So the reason that I think we're allowed to call you an expert is not only the hours and hours and hours that you spend committed to these sheets. It's also, I wager your picks. Whatever your horse of the day is, I wager it. So the fact that I'm willing to go out on a limb and take your advice, no one can yell at us.
Yeah, I do appreciate the pressure that you continuously put on me for all of these, but I embrace it.
My kidneys have her wisdom teeth out.
I'm committed to it, so I'm ready to go for this year's Kentucky Derby.
All right, let's do it. So is this the 144th running of the Kentucky Derby?
144th.
Look at that. Look, I knew a thing.
Can we do this? Can we do it like Matthew Berry fantasy football style? Can we get like a like sign for closer and a dislike sign? Like give us like 2 or 3 horses you like.
Whatever you want.
Because I feel like that's different for you. Because liking a horse may not necessarily mean you want to wager on the horse. So kind of like horses you like, horses you dislike in this year's field, and why.
All right, I'll go the 3 horses I dislike and will not be using. Okay, we'll look at, and I talked to TVG Simon Bray earlier, and he gave me his picks and a little bit of insight. And I'm worried about the 14-horse Mendelssohn. He's the second choice when it comes to odds at 5-1 on the morning line. And I'm a believer at anytime you ship a horse is normally a problem. We saw American Pharoah for the Travers ship over from West Coast to East Coast and have an issue running at Saratoga. And this horse had an issue coming into the States. He had to get rerouted to Indianapolis and didn't fly into Louisville, and then had to take a car ride or a van ride from Indianapolis over to Churchill Downs. So little things like that I actually put a lot of weight into. So Mendelssohn's one I'm a little worried about at 14-1. After that, I'm really interested to see how runners like Audible will run, the winner of the Florida Derby, horse. And a lot of people are on him. I like the price at 8-1. I just question his tactics because he likes to be laid back a little bit, and in the 5 post, which seems to be the post you want, he did get a favorable draw last year. Always Dreaming won from that post. We've seen many horses win from the 5 post. I'm just worried about how he'll break and if he'll get shuffled back. That's an issue for me. And then My Boy Jack is one. Local connections with Don't Tell My Wife Stables. Again, a lot of people are on him after his win in the Lexington last time out. I'm a little bit off of him. I think he's a little bit too... His price might be good, 25-30-1, but I don't like him. The 3 horses I like Chad Brown's Good Magic, the 6. I think the price is good. I don't think you'll get 12-1, but I think 8-1 is there. The 7 Justify I liked, highly touted for Bob Baffert and Mike Smith, has won all 3 of his starts. The question is going to be, after not running, his 2-year-old year, he has only run his 3-year-old year, but he's jumped up from a maiden win to an allowance win. Now the win in the Santa Anita Derby, and the horse that I really like is the 11 Bolt Doro for Mick Ruiz and Victor Espinoza. The biggest issue I have with this horse now is 3 different jockeys. You had Javier Castellano in the last 2 races. Now you're going to get Victor Espinoza, but Victor has proven he knows what he's doing around the Churchill Oval.
Now, under the orange roof, this was a day Levack was off back in December. I don't know if you remember this, but people were actually asking me about this. Levack, you missed this. It was our final show of 2017. Closer's big claim was that not only Bolt Doro would win the Kentucky Derby, he called this 5 months ago, but you also said that horse would do what?
He would win the Triple Crown, and I said that. I remember it to this day. We were broadcasting at the Times Union Center.
Yes,
we were selecting kind of big things we thought could happen in 2018, and I vehemently remember saying that this horse will not only win the Kentucky Derby this weekend, but win the Triple Crown. I'm not backing off of it. I think he's that good. And people dismiss him because he was second in his last 2 starts. I think his running style is perfect for this track, and I think as long as he doesn't have any issues at the start, which a lot of trainers and owners are worried about in a field the size of 20, I think he's got a really good chance to win this weekend, and then we'll see. The race could be on all the way to Belmont for you and your bachelor party. You could be able to see a Triple Crown winner.
Yeah, Brian, the closer, Mariano. So you were invited to the Belmont bachelor party for Gaz and his friends.
Yeah, I have something. I have actually a bachelor party that weekend that's not his, and it's not at Belmont
He
Park,
didn't invite you, though, right? I mean, let's be honest.
No.
Didn't invite me.
No.
Didn't invite you.
He's very selfish.
Who are you really friends with here, Gaz?
I have a bunch of people I'll be going with. I'm sorry,
guys.
my
real friends.
Like, it felt weird, even to Levack, to think,
friend.
we were even invited to the wedding. It was almost like, all right, you guys go to the wedding. You're not going to anything else, though.
Oh, don't do that.
Right. Well, no, I think he's been hinting lately. You haven't had a chance to hear this, probably, closer. because you obviously work on Big Board,
Right.
and you're one of the voices of the Empire,
You're committed
and
to the station.
Albany Sports, and doing. I mean, I don't see you much as I would like to. He's been on air begging people to decline going to the wedding because they invited too many people. So I think he's hinting that he wants us to RSVP no.
Okay. Have you RSVP'd yet?
I got my hotel room. I don't necessarily have to go to the wedding.
Right. So maybe we'll just make our own
We'll
weekend
just go
in
party
Syracuse.
out in
I like that.
Salve.
I want you guys to come. Give me your RSVPs back. Can we get back to horse racing? Please. This is not therapy time for me.
Brian,
I'm gonna make some money.
You got your the horses you like 6, 7, 11. What's the order that's going to make us cash?
Yeah. All right. So what I'm going to do is, if you have like the Gaz play, this is the Gaz play for the Kentucky Derby. I'm going to play Bolt Doro in an exacta, $1 exacta, Bolt Doro over all.
Yeah, baby.
Overall,
I'm so
in
proud of
the
you.
second one, so that'll cost you $19. I'm going to play a 50-cent trifecta box. So in any order that these horses will come in, you will make money. I'm going to take the 5 Audible, the 6 Good Magic, the 7 Justify, and then the 11 Bolt Doro. That's a $12 wager. So I will have Bolt Doro over all, and then a 50-cent trifecta box with the 5, 6, 7, and 11.
Andy Serling, we spoke to him briefly. He's hinting towards Enticed, the 12 horse, 30-1 odds on the morning line. What do you think of that horse?
Yeah, I mean, definitely highly touted in his last couple races. The Holy Bull left something really to be desired, but he was inside the whole time. I really don't think he liked the track down at Gulfstream Park. Then you go to the Gotham, where he was really impressive, completely
he lost to
wrapped
Batman,
up,
right?
And then he lost. Then he went in the one Memorial. It didn't seem like he was very comfortable going down the backside. Actually, almost had the lead at the top of the stretch and actually bumped it with Vino Rosso, who ended up winning the races a little bit right around the same odds. And I just don't know if I really like this horse now, because I don't think he's in good form. I don't really trust Junior Alvarado in a big stake like this until he proves that he can do it. But I'm not going to talk anybody out of this horse if you like him, especially at the price, because the value is there. I just don't know if I'm going to take him this weekend.
Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, the Paddock Pass is back.
Actually, Flame Away is from Phoenix Stables.
Oh, that's
So
what I meant.
are you hinting that you like
Flame
that
Away,
No, I'm-
Firenze Fire. I mean, we can go all day with this. You want?
I'm hinting at none of those things, but now I want to YouTube it.
Hot.
What can people expect on this week's Paddock Pass exclusively on 1045theteam.com?
Yeah, a lot going on. So we reached out to TVG Simon Bray to help break down the race this weekend, and he doesn't like my horse. So it'll be interesting to see who he likes in this weekend's Kentucky Derby. He actually gives me his 2 top bets and how he'll play them. So you can check that out on 1045theteam.com, and then I'll break down who I like in my bets on that blog on 1045theteam.com.
Have you looked at the Oaks?
I have. The Oaks is a big deal for me because of the family connection with Roddy Valeni is actually my father's cousin. So him being the majority owner in the horse, I was watching last month when she won at the Gulfstream Park Oaks, and that was a big step up for her after breaking her maiden. Then she jumps up and wins a grade 2. Now she's 12-1. The favorite draws outside, really tough at Churchill Downs to win out in the 14 post. That's the largest Oaks field they've had in quite a while. I don't know if you're going to get the 12-1 morning line on Coach Rocks, number 2. I just think that this horse is game. She showed that in the Gulfstream Park Oaks last month, and I got to root for the family, man. You got to keep it in the family. So I'm definitely going to take Coach Rocks. You actually, Levack, I know you're just as much into the degenerative lifestyle as myself.
Probably worse, because I don't do the homework. I just do the gambling.
Right, so you can actually play a double with the Oaks on Friday and the Derby on Saturday.
That's why I'm asking about the Oaks.
So now
dummy.
I'm going to play Coach Rocks and all in the Oaks Derby double, and I'm going to go the other way as well, play all in the Oaks with Bolt Doro in the Kentucky Derby, and see if we hit both, then we'll go out and go under the orange roof for a little while.
I don't hate this plan. This is good. I was going to make fun of you, but when you offer me booze and food, It's
Well,
suddenly
after the Empire game, we'll be all set and ready to go.
truth. You'll be on the call on our sister station 105.7 for the Empire Code Orange game. Gaz and I will be on the field this Saturday night. Closer, good luck with all your wagers, especially because I'll probably have money on them as well. And let's just wish you luck, and maybe we'll see you around the building once in a while. We miss you a little bit.
I'm around. I'm just not always in the studio, but I am around, and I also have a shape that is round. But appreciate you guys having me on, guys. Good luck this weekend.